Welcome to Placer Protect Presents, an online mini-series we created so that we could bring important information directly to our senior citizens and their family members. My name is Shannon Quigley, and I'm an elder abuse prosecutor in Placer County. Today on Placer Protect Presents, we're going to talk about scams in our community that are targeting our senior citizens. And in order to do that, joining me today is one of our Protect members, Detective Grove with the Roseville Police Department. Detective Grove, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and why you chose to become a police officer?
So I chose to become a police officer because at a young age, I volunteered at my local sheriff's department, and I just really liked helping the community and making a difference. So went through college and got hired with the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. I worked there for 2.5 years, and then I lateraled to the Roseville Police Department, where I've been ever since. And I've been a detective for about a year, where I focus on crimes such as child abuse, sexual assaults, homicides, and elder abuse type cases.
Now, specifically along the lines of elder abuse, I want to talk to you about some of the scams that are in Roseville that are specifically targeting our senior citizens. Is there a particular telephone scam that's popular right now?
So there's a scam that's very popular. It's been popular for a long time. And basically, elderly people will get a phone call, typically early in the morning or late at night. And a lot of times it's from somebody who's pretending to be their grandchild, so granddaughter or grandson, saying, I'm in jail, I need money. They won't provide a lot of information as far as why they're in jail, just the fact that they are in jail. They'll talk about needing money through odd forms such as prepaid Visa cards or wire transfers, money that's not going to actually get them out of jail, green dot cards, gift cards, things along those lines. They also will ask the grandparents to keep it secret, don't tell anyone. I don't want anyone else to know about this. It's embarrassing, whatever the case may be. So that's a really popular telephone scam.
And what type of forms of payment are they using for those types of scams?
So a lot of times they'll tell them to go to Walmart, get prepaid green dot cards, or they'll tell them to go to Best Buy often and get the gift cards, and then they'll have them call them back over the phone, scratch off the little scratchable sticker on the back and give them the card number. They'll use money transfers, which a lot of times will go to, say they were saying they got arrested in Arizona, but the money will go to Florida, or it just doesn't match up. So they'll do things along gift cards, and then they'll have them call.
My family specifically talked about scams with my grandparents, and one of the things we talked about was creating a family password so that if I did call in the middle of the night, or one of the grandchildren called in the middle of the night and needed money, we could provide that family password so our grandparents knew they were talking to us. Just an idea. What about popular electronic scams that use computers or emails?
So there are a lot of computer and electronic scams, especially right now with everyone being home, being on their electronics with the holidays, online shopping, things like that. But specifically, there will be emails that come from what appear to be reputable companies, such as, for instance, PayPal or Apple, Microsoft, software updates like McAfee, and then other well-known companies that say things like, they need your account information, or they need password information, or your account has been hacked. Things along those lines, where it appears like it might be a valid email, but it's actually not. So I would be very cautious as far as putting in account information or other password type security info.
When a senior receives a pop-up on their computer, what can they do to try to get rid of that pop-up or make sure that it's not a real, that it's not a scam?
So with the pop-ups, they'll often pop up and say, your device has been compromised or things along those lines. You can either turn off your computer and completely restart it. You could take it into like Apple if you have an Apple computer, or Best Buy if you have a different computer. Or you can open up a new tab and just try to verify whether or not whatever you're seeing is a scam, or if it's truly a valid pop-up. Typically, they're going to be a scam.
That's good to know. Are there any scams that are related to COVID right now?
So there are a lot of scams related to COVID. There's investment scams where People are calling or emailing, trying to get people to invest in certain stocks that sell, cures to COVID or PPE. They also will go door to door, offering to test for COVID. However, the test isn't actually being done. People will get approached, elderly people will get approached in grocery stores by scam artists and saying, can you give us your address? We'll do your grocery shopping for you. Give us your money. Unfortunately, the groceries never get delivered. And then there's also other opportunities where people are going door to door trying to sell the PPE as well, but no PPE ever gets delivered.
That's concerning. Well, that was a lot of information, Detective Grove. I want to thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you.
For any of our seniors who have concerns about scams, you can reach out to Placer Protect's scam hotline at 916-645-7226. We also have an email alert system. You can send us an email if you would like to receive alerts on current scams that are hitting our county. And next time on Placer Protect Presents, we're going to talk to seniors first about food resources that are available for our seniors in Placer County. And we're going to hear a story about how they helped a senior who was diagnosed with COVID recovering in her home and was desperately in need of food and groceries.